2, 1, action. Camera rolling.
Camera rolling. Finya. Guys. Hey people, how are you guys? This is another episode. We are the Masharias and my name is Haloni Masharia and my amazing husband is
Michael Masharia. Kwa wale wajui majina ya Michael
Masharia. Na hiyo ingine tuseme ama tuachane na
DJ Timash. You know.
Yes. DJ Timash ni jina ya usanii.
You know, but
Bebu jaiambia watu Timash came, how Timash came to be.
Can we do another episode on that?
Yes. Kwani it's
a whole episode. Like indicating nikakuwa creative sana hiyo time. So yeah.
Okay. So
tawambia.
Yeah. So we hope you guys have been doing well. The past 1 week, I hope everyone has been having a good time and tumekuwa tukiombeana. Yeah. So sisi pia tumekuwa poa.
Yes.
Our week has been amazing. It has been full of amazing things we are doing and amazing people we have met and a lot of drama. Yeah.
Drama.
Yes. Ebu tell us one of the things that was interesting this week.
I think niko na mbili mimi. So ya kwanza I've been learning a lot of good things. Nimekuwa nikilearn music production. So yani iko na ka feeling fulani ka exciting. Unapata kuna like ni kama ukienda next level hivi vile na feeling. Ni kama ukicheza game, hiyo adrenaline, you know get. Lakini wewe unacheza game kweli?
Mimi
Sawa. So
yeah.
You know.
Nilicheza game katiba no.
Ile game naongelea. Ni hapa.
Yeah, you have to be specific.
So, as in hiyo tu nimekuwa nako ka excitement ya kula new things. Saizi hata nikisikiza ngoma, imagine nasikiza instrumentals.
Nasikiza instrumentals.
Like ngoma inaweza kuwa naisikiza yote but nasikiza instrumentals sana.
Nasikiza instrumentals.
Like iko hapa hivi.
Yeah, I'm so happy for you. The other thing that has been interesting this week.
Hata niwaambie majamaa. Nimeandwa na karao bana jana. Ananiambia wewe iko wapi ID yako? So niambia mazee leo of all the days nimeacha nyumbani. Hiyo siku ndo ananihanda. So akaniambia nikamwambia sina ID by the way. Mimi ID yangu iko nyumbani na nimetoka fellowship. Na ni kweli nimetoka fellowship. Sasa huyu karao ako zile za unajua utaenda Central. Kaza kupiga kwa masimu tango 1 tango 2. Niko na simu moja hapa, niko na pingu moja. Ndio msifahamu.
Kenya na nibamba kutia story yako. Ni ati anasema that jana alikuwa anapita mahali alafu akasikia hata niko na mmoja. Niko na mmoja hapa ndio niko na pingu.
Alafu kumbe ni mimi naongelea.
Sasa anashindwa nini unaongelea?
Alafu sasa the interesting thing, my creative mind is very awake at that time. Akaniambia nifunike macho basi. Nifunike macho. Nisikupeleke Central. Mimi kitu ilikuwa inaniambia nifanye hivi. Nifunike macho. Bibi yangu angepigiwa simu niko Central.
Mimi
nifunika karao macho.
Nifunika karao macho.
Yeah, so but my week has been interesting. Some of the funny things that have happened yani. But hakunishika. Aliniachilia.
Yeah. Thank God. Thank God wewe saizi ungekuwa umeenda kula ka Central wahubirie huko hadi.
Acha nikuambie kuhubiri ndio niokoa.
Limhubiria.
By the way mse, alikuwa ananiachilia nikaamua hapa sasa. acha ni mwevangelize kwambia unajua Mungu anakupenda.
Akikwambia mfunika macho anamwambia Mungu anakupenda. Usinihubirie.
Unajua kuna mpango pone. Usinihubirie wewe ndio kukuza. Nikaendelea akaniambia wewe enda nyumbani.
Enda home.
So, yeah. So yako imekuaje?
Mimi wiki yangu imekuwa poa. I've been learning a lot. I think for me this week, what has been highlighted is the power of prayer. The power of prayer. Ladies out there like me, I can say, not just for ladies, but you know, I'm really passionate. I'm really passionate about women and relationships and marriages, and I feel like prayer is a very important aspect of our lives, because I'm telling you, the enemy speaks to women every day. Like
hata wanaume tunaongeleshwa.
Does he come to you anaongeleshanga hivyo sana kama venye sisi anatuongeleshanga? Because you might be doing your things and then a thought comes that is not even good. You know, but he tries to justify it. Everyone hata inafanyika, everyone hata nini. And some of these things when we pray about them zina slide kabisa. Like this week I had an encounter like that. I was just doing my stuff and then other thoughts started coming and I was like, shetani ushindwe katika jina la Yesu. That kind of mind you're trying to put in me, I don't want it. Yeah, I will think as how Christ wants me to think, and it really changed my mood totally. Ikanipea nini joy, ikanipea tear, like delight. Yeah, so I think that's what I've seen mostly this week. Other than that, I've been doing my hair. I think I need to do.
By the way, wacha niwaambie sasa.
I think I need to do an episode of me doing my hair.
This lady here does her own hair. Yani mimi sijaiona kitu kama hii.
Yeah, but it happens. Najua mademu kwa nje wanajua it happens.
But yours is very special. I don't think it's normal.
Yeah.
As in, you do it and you do it well. No, there's doing it and not doing it well. Now, you do it and you do it well. So, but yani, she's just on another level.
Yeah.
Siku moja nitajinyoa.
Utajinyoa?
You're inspiring me.
Utajinyoa?
Yeah.
Okay.
Tapata tu niko.
So now, today we have something interesting, guys. So, we've decided to just do something before we go into this topic. Unajua hii hot topic.
Topic 9.
This is very hot, so
it's a very hot topic.
That's why hata nimebeba maji leo.
Where's my water?
Hotter, I need us to do some to sip some water. So before we go into the topic today, we have 3 questions that Mr. Masharia will be answering one and Mrs. Masharia will be answering the other. Or rather, because of time, he will answer one and maybe next time I'll answer the other one. So,
hapana. You answer, I answer.
Okay,
fair game.
So the man has said that
Kwani ni maswali ngumu?
No, it depends. You know, the question doesn't have the problem. The one who answers it is the problem. Yes.
There wouldn't be a problem.
Hi. We have 3 questions, guys. 1, 2, 3. So
I pick
just
one.
Just pick one, and then I pick one. Okay. Just pick one.
Okay, interesting.
Okay. Kwa nini?
Na inanikata.
Imekunjwa interestingly. Haya, acha na mimi nipiku. Ika interesting sana. This one looks less dangerous. So hii imebaki.
Wacha tuone.
So nani anaanza? Wewe, si ndio? No, I'll ask you the question so that you start answering.
So the one that you have.
If I read, is you you're answering.
Okay, if I read, it's you that you're answering.
Yes. So. I don't know if I'll regret this, but let me just start.
Alright. Chatuone.
Fungua tu yako ndo wangu. Lakini hata mimi ndo nafako.
Mbona unacheka?
Na hiyo sipojibu kweli nitakujibia.
Kwani nani?
Nakujua. The question is, what is your most embarrassing moment in your life from the time you were born till now? What is your most embarrassing moment?
Ziko kadhaa.
Nataka useme the most.
Episode 2, episode 3. The most
embarrassing moment of your life. Yes.
Kuna siku moja nikiwa primary.
Beba I hope unichape zile stories za nguruwe ya blue.
So kuna siku moja nikiwa primary. Kulikuwa na visiting. Wacha ni train kavashon kafupi tu. Kijana kutoka Nyahururu akavizitiwa.
Ulikuwa shule gani?
Nilikuwa shule inaitwa
Kangaru.
Mary Mother Academy.
Somewhere in Nyeri.
Nilikuwa primary.
Wewe primary ulienda nini?
Yeah.
Ulienda boarding?
Yeah, man. As in, it's not like a cool thing. But nilienda boarding in class 7. So hapo kwa class 7 hapo ndio mambo iko. So tumevizitiwa mara ya kwanza.
Nyeri kwako ilikuwa tao. Wewe umetoka Nyahe huko.
Unataka kusema Nyahe ni ucha?
Simiocha. Kwani simiocha hata nipige maini ocha. Nilienda huko msichana wa post na kwa baridi.
Nyakoenda kamera ni waje.
Aki, please don't switch it off.
Yeah. What am I saying? So niko pale tumevizitiwa like it used to be once in every term. Actually once in a year. Yeah. So tumevizitiwa. Mazee, watu kila msichana anakuja na kuna kitu different. Wewe amekuja na chocolate, wewe amekuja na Oreo, wewe amekuja na Oreo.
Hey babe. Ukukua na Oreo. Ukukua na Oreo.
Wewe amekuja na chips za masala, wewe amekuja na chips, you know, kila kitu yani everything. So tukaambiwa rule ilikuwa moja. Hizo chakula umepata siku ngapi? 2 siku zimeisha.
Guy, I know that story. It's not embarrassing. It's really bad.
The embarrassing moment was before the bad part. Let me take you to the embarrassing moment. Mimi nikasema, this is a good opportunity. Wewe anakuja na soda, unakunywa. Wewe anakuja na chocolate, unakula. Wewe anakuja na undiluted juice, unakunywa. Wewe anakuja na chips. As in, nilichukua bits and bits.
Group of schools.
Bits. Nikakula group of schools kitenge yani. So tumekaa pale alafu sasa kuharibu the next day tukakula githeri shule. Ilikuwa imekauka ilikuwa imekauka.
My God.
So tumeingia lesson ya afternoon. Ilikuwa CRE, I remember very well. Sema tumbo kuniendea mrama. Yani ushai breathe but hewa itoki. So inaendelea tu ku. So the most embarrassing part ni ati I got a very very urgent call. Nikiwa class. Wadau, sijawahi kimbia hivyo.
Unaona kimbia kitumbo kiko hapo kimbia hivi.
So nile una try kuishikilia isitoke kabla ufike pale unaenda.
Oh no.
Nikakimbia. Niliambia mwalimu excuse me, sijui zingine ni 80 but nilipita. Ile tu ni protocol tu. Aone tu umemuongelesha excuse me. Daro mzima iko like we. Umeonse.
Ulipita tu sia.
That was my most embarrassing moment. So mazee nilichekwa. Yes, nilienda hospital. It was a very serious case. Nilienda hospital. And I got some pipes inside my throat.
No, my God.
Atoa hiyo chafu. It was a whole thing yani. But after hapo sasa alikuwa ananicheka venye nilitoka mbio. Hajaisahau hiyo mbio. But thank God that I'm alive.
Yeah.
So that's my embarrassing moment.
That's your embarrassing moment. Akipole mimi.
Wacha tufungue tuone. Unajua unaweza ukajitega kwenye maswali. Wow. What thing don't people know about?
No, some proper English hata kama.
This is proper. Vile imeandikwa, so mwenye ameandika ndio atatuambia.
What thing
so
proper internalize. Yes. Internalize the question and read proper English.
Internalize inaweza nichomea. Acha tu nisome hiko. What thing don't people know about me that you know?
Tulisema mwenye anasoma swali ndo anajibu.
Sio hivyo, nimesema swali mbili. What thing don't people know about me that you know? Yes. Nini watu wajui yangu but unajua? Hiyo ndio swali nasema kwa kimombo.
For me, I think that question doesn't even need internalizing. I think many people think that you're calm.
But I'm calm.
You are not calm.
Cool and collected.
Somehow, but not entirely. Unakujanga hapa unakaa hivi unasema hi guys, welcome to my channel. You're relaxed. But he's not as relaxed as he seems here. He's not as cool and collected. He's interesting, that's what I can say. He's very wordy. He shouts in the house.
Ngoja, wadi.
Uko na mambo mengi, babes. Uko na mambo mengi.
Niko na mambo mengi.
Una shoutingi kwa nyumba.
Hiyo nani kweli. Ngoma ikibamba lazima.
Ana shoutingi kwa nyumba. Ananishtuanga. Yeah. So,
hii maisha lazima ukae rada.
Wacha niwaambie guys, one thing that he did that was really nini. Some of you guys, I know you know K Crew, you know the skit that we usually have. There is a play that we usually have, and then play kienda kuisha kuna kuanga na masks. Hizo demon masks. So your guy here, one day he put on that mask and alikuwa ananiongelesha. You see? So mimi niko busy, I'm on my phone, and then he starts talking to me, alafu ananiambia nilikuwa nasema, then I turn around, I see the mask, I screamed my lungs out. Yeah, so
remember your reaction.
He's very playful, but I'm telling you
that was
guys,
very fulfilling.
The next time I am coming here, I will tell you a story. Your guy here, naye pia akishtuka anapiga
kuna hiyo bongo. Let's get into the episode.
Yeah, he shouts, he screams when he's scared. Okay, so now let's get into the topic. The topic of today, guys, ni kama venye imeandikwa hapo kwa topic of today. Si na kwanga imeandikwa hapo chini. Na kama umeona hiyo topic hapo kando hivyo kuna kitu kanafanya hivi. Finya kanafanya hivi, alafu kuna kingine kameandikwa subscribe. Finya yako kameandikwa subscribe, na kama wewe ni mpya hapa, karibu sana. Tunakata kitenge hapa kando. Tuko na fundi. Tunakuanga na uniform huko. Yes. So otherwise guys, so the topic of today is about our sex, not sex journey, our purity journey. Hey, nimeanza kusikia baridi. Nisip something. Yes, Mashari, what are we talking about?
So today, just talking about how our whole journey before we met and when we met, like our whole journey matters purity.
Yeah. Na tumekuwa tukiambia wase wengi, like when we go to schools, this is actually a testimony guys, because sisi hatukuwa we were not born again before we got born again. If you know what I'm saying. Like we were not born again before we got born again. So
it's called,
baby, you usually get this.
You were not born again before you got born again.
Yeah, very deep, right? Okay, so before we got born again, we were not born again, and so because we were not born again, we never took things like this very seriously. Yeah, so we were in sexual relationships, both of us, but when now we got born again, we started walking a journey of purity. Baby, wewe ulitembea for how many years after we got born again? From the time we decided that I am gonna walk pure until marriage was when?
Ilikuwa takriban it was I got born again in 2016. And we met in 2019 hapo mwanzo.
But when did you start walking pure? Wewe peke yako hata
peke yangu. So mimi 2016 November 18th is the day that your guy here
got born
again, man.
And you decided.
I decided from that moment on, mimi mambo ya maisha ya nasa
na uasherati.
Inaitangwa
uasherati.
Ama ni
uasherati.
Na hiyo uasherati mambo, yani I decided from that time on not going to do this, not because of, you know, by the way, you can be, unaweza kuwa born again and then you say, sitafanya kitu sababu naogopa consequences. So for me it was a point of, I've decided to follow God.
Yeah.
I think
and
God append his story. God desires that we honor him with our bodies. So I decided I'm going to stay pure.
Yeah.
Yani hii kitu ilikuwa ngumu wewe, haikuwa rahisi. Ilikuwa ngumu sana because here you are a new believer. Na unajua mwili pia, mwili ya mtu,
mwili ishi huko mawinguni, ishi hapa
iko duniani. You're in the world but not of the world.
Yes.
Tunafaa kutweet but
na tweet word,
so ndio na tweet word ndo follow Christ. So what am I saying? I strived to stay pure, not by my own strength but by God's strength. But I think the most challenging part was that umeachana na hizi vitu and then your body continues to have that desire sometimes, and so it's for you to say no, and not just say no but also like praying and watching, like so that usianguke, because I would get into spaces where unapata temptation ni mob. And I remember that time we used to, I had just gotten born again, but kulikuwa na mabash zilikuwa zinaendelea where I used to stay back in campus. So unapata hiyo time, as in every kind of temptation is there. Kuna dem, kuna pombe, like literally zimekupata kwako, unajua. So it was a hard one, but for the next 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, that's like 5 years. By God's grace I was able to overcome. But pia kwa church pia kuna mambo wewe. Yeah, cause you'd meet some ladies when unapata they are just they are yes, they are believers, but unapata tu msi ako na hiyo lustful mind. Kwa tu like you neither here nor there. Grounded. Yeah, so you can easily, I could easily fall, but God's grace was sufficient, and consistently like could draw closer to God. Hiyo ndio ilinisaidia pia, because I think kijani inahitaji ukishaamua you draw closer. The more you draw closer to God, the more you draw far away from unaondokea sin. So I think that's what it was like.
Yeah. So we both came from a point where we had these all experiences, and then now we have known each other, we've gotten into a relationship, and now at that point, guys, hatukuwa tunajua, we really didn't know what it was like. I remember for me, I used to wonder, kuna time yenye nilikuuliza, hey babe, sasa tumetoka huku kote, you are friends.
Pia wewe ulikuwa umetoka?
Yeah, pia mimi nilikuwa nimetoka from the other side, na I had struggled with the same things, and now we have come together. But sasa from getting born again kulikuwa na period, and then now we met, and then we got into a relationship, and then now first of all, I got born again in 2017, but like recommitting myself fully happened in 2019, I think. Yeah. Because hata kama tulikutana 2019, we were not in each other's faces. Tuliona na tuko, but coming to talk, kuongea is the end of 2020. Yeah, so that period, sasa ndio, now that is when my walk with God started vizuri kabisa. And I remember that even in that period there was a time that I fell, but now there was a time that I rose up and I went, and then kinda and my journey started there. And so now here we are, we have met, and then now it became so hard. Nakumbuka nilikuwa nakuambia, babe, mimi nimetoka huku, wewe umetoka huku. This was our first. It was actually our first Christian relationship. Nilikuwa nakuuliza, babe, how did we do this? like how do we do this,
Kuna shanga sasa
like watu
fanya nini kwa Christian relationship?
Wacha nikwambie, in the nini world, sex is like a curricular. It's like a fun thing to do, and sometimes it takes the bigger chunk of the relationship. So the relationship doesn't, unaweza tu kwa mwongeleangi kitu ya maana, but mnaongea tu 1 2 3 sia 1 2 3 sia, mmeshaingia kwenye. So here there is no sex, that is off the table. So now we both agreed that, and we both agreed that this is what we want to do. So that is how our journey started. And I remember in those times we decided now we are going to pray. We are going to pray a lot, because sasa now mtu sasa, because sasa you have to ask God, because he's the one who has put you together. And I remember at that time sasa we started seeing things that we could do together. We started we made sure that we had accountability. These are just some of the things that helped us to be able to get to that point. I remember EJ, you remember, EJ, my good friend. Yeah, your friend. He used to live with his friend, and our friend. He used to live with a friend of his called EJ, and I remember EJ was like our main accountability. Yani angekuja, like we would be in the house, you see. Sasa si kila siku tungeenda huko nje, because kuna grounds fulani wanashindanga kiongeza bei, and it was really beautiful. So there's those times that we wanted to come and meet in the house, and one of the things that we wanted to come and do in the house is catch up, but at the same time pray. Sometimes watch movies. Yeah, sometimes, but we never really used to watch movies a lot. Unajua movies pia inakuanga can be moving. Kidogo wenye wako kwa movie wanaweza anza kuwatch. So now inakumbuka EJ used to come, tumeketi this sofa over here. Kwa tunaketi hapo tuna watch, anakuja anajifanya anauliza hiyo maji inaungua. Maji hata hizi ungua bro. Hata maji hizi ungua, hata kuna kitu iko kwa nini. Timash. Mabati kwani ni chafu? Sasa zile maswali uliza zenye make sense. Ama anakuja naita na Timash. Mimi beba nakosa kuitika. Anaita mbona mwitiki? As in, mbona kwa mdomo iko just on another level. Just aggressive accountability, which is really good. That is something that really worked. Yeah, and mentors also. Nakumbuka we used to have we used to have couples who have gone ahead of us when walikuwa wakitu guide. Like me really loved my PMCC. Honestly, I really loved my PMCC, and those guys, they have worked with us for
PMCC is premarital counseling.
Yeah, premarital counseling. For those who are wondering. And
but you don't have to be. You don't have to be in PMCC for you to have an accountability. Yeah, you don't have to. A couple. You actually need to have one before. Because iliokolea pia. Iliokolea sana, because also the hard questions. They ask you the hard questions. Maybe EJ pengine hangeweza kukuuliza, which is unlike him. He can ask anything. But there are those accountability friends that you might have that will not ask you hard questions. Like they will not come to you and ask you hard questions. That's why you need an older couple who is not afraid of you guys, who is not uncomfortable asking the most uncomfortable questions, because you need these questions. So I think accountability really worked for us. Yeah. And by the way, there is one thing that we decided. There's one thing that we decided to put boundaries. Yes, we decided to put boundaries. I think before we put our boundaries. Yes, we put them, but we also needed to know like what are the triggers. Yeah. Nini hizo mazi ikifanyika unajua hapo hivi kitaumana. Na by the way, hizi triggers unajuanga mkiendelea when you continue to spend time with one another, you get to know huyu nikimshika hivi ana feel nini. And by the way, this thing you have to agree together and say that we are walking through this journey of purity, so that when something happens and it's making me feel like like nini naweza kukuambia na wewe like you are like minded with me such that you can agree. Because I remember kuna time yenye tuko mahali, we were hanging out, doing our normal things, hanging out with friends. Kulikuwa hata na watu. So mimi hapo niko excited. Wow, sije nini alikuwa ameniambia.
And for him that
Yeah.
was babe, ilifanya asikie
niko nashindwa okay,
what was that,
but
you had not felt that in like decades. And like okay, so I
it can be several things. It can be something
Yeah, it
as
can be
simple
several
as a
things.
peck. It
Yeah.
can be as
something like touching your ears.
sasa masikio siri hiyo ni ile
Nimesikia ile kitu ya
so but on a serious note, like kuna vitu zenye like they look normal but wow,
mwingine pengine unaweza mshika kichwa hivi asikie, ukimshika nywele anasikia dhidhi, you know. Yeah,
sometimes long hugs.
Yeah, sometimes long hugs, but not even sometimes. Long hugs will always trigger something hata kama hamdate. So now guys, when I did that, he communicated. He had to communicate. He had to say something. He had to say that hiyo kitu mimi haijanifanya ni feel poa. So now we had to go back and say that mimi hiyo kitu sitafanya. Do you know the number of times?
Agreed.
Babe, do you know the number of times yenye tulikuwa tunaongea hivi, ninaona bia duku nasikia kufanya mwa oh God, get behind me Satan. Yeah,
sasa masharubu kidogo.
nilikuwa naangalia hivi naona hizi sideburns, hata mosquitoes are more privileged. Sasa nikawa nasema get behind me Satan, get behind me Satan. And nilikuwa naambia God, God, me I don't want to fall. I know I've been there and I know that cycle, and I knew very well that this is something that does not glorify God. So something that I really didn't want to be part of.
And then by the way pia inaanza pia in your mind, cause unapata like there's a way I can look at you and you know I start getting thoughts of maze, wow. I start desiring or having lustful thoughts, if I can put it that way. But pia imeanza tu kwa akili tu, like you didn't have any intention, but you were just hanging out, you know.
Na imeanza kwa akili kwa sababu umekuwa introduced by something. Maybe something that you're watching is not helping you. Maybe the movies that you're watching are not helping
naona
you.
kina Alejandro sana.
Maybe unaona kina Alejandro sana. Maybe muna text in ways that are suggestive. By the way guys, actually tuambie, I know this might be controversial. I know that this might not be a popular opinion, but guys, whatever you text with that person on your phone will determine how you look at them, will determine your reactions. Yeah, because if you're talking, if kama mimi niko hapo nasema babes, you know today, yani uligeuka hivi nikasikia uwaka upepo baridi kamepita sijui nini. Or maybe ulitembea hivi ukibounce nikaona nikasikia vizuri. Like you see, this is just a shallow thing I'm saying here. But
of course
there are those deep things that people talk.
Graphic
you start
things.
Talking about their parts. You start asking them, na umevaa nini?
Unaweza kusoma biology tena parts of the body.
Yeah, you know.
But these things can easily translate into you doing them. The more you feed your mind, the more they dwell in your heart, the more you can
come out,
bring them out.
Yeah.
So it's
so that is something that we really avoided, na tukasema if it's talking,
you have to put
there are a lot of
no
things
sexting.
No sexting. Like there are a lot of things that we can talk about. We can talk about, especially if you guys are friends, there's a lot of things that we can talk
That's
about.
the time to know each other, I mean.
Yeah. Ask each other the hard questions. Ask each other.
Use the hard question.
Hard question.
For example.
Hard question, uko sure? How is your financial life? How do you manage your finances? How do you manage your finances? Like, what's your plan? Like, vitu kama hizo. Like, I need to know.
What's your 10-year plan?
What's your 10-year plan?
Well,
what do you hope on doing? How was business today? Like, do you think we can do this? Like,
and get to know what the other person likes.
Get to know what the other person likes. Like, me, it's just
so much.
Babe, imagine you asking me in the evening, how was your day? Hey, that's a big question. I can talk and talk and
it was
talk
like
and talk.
a 4-hour answer.
Yeah.
To a question.
So true. Paka tunalala.
It's funny how men have limited words. Unajua nasikia wako na 25,000 really.
But babe, I don't think so.
This is just
if a man wants to talk to you, they will talk to you. They have few words, but if they're interested in talking to you, they will.
Kwa nini unasikia watu wanasema I'm a man of few words? You just wanasema I'm a woman of few words. Anyway, it's
not true. Yeah, so I mean, those are the things that we kept on making sure that we check on, knowing our history kwenye tumetoka, establishing boundaries, making sure that we are mindful of what we take in, and we are very consistent with our prayer life, making sure that we establish boundaries, making sure that we communicate, and making each other a priority in everything. Like if you say, like babe, ukisema hug na kubo, ukisema hug na kufanya unasikia kufall, then mimi
una respect your part.
Mimi na respect your part. Unajua I don't want to get you there.
Ukisema peck on the nitangwa nini? Cheek. Chini ni by the
chini. I'm not sure you have a chin. You have beards.
So a peck on the no maana iko chini. Sorry, I'm just thinking out loud. So ukisema peck on the cheek inakufanya feel manze kidogo hapa naweza fall, and you communicate that to me. It's upon me now to respect that, you know, as a man, and say I hear you, but let's actually I'm gonna respect that, and let's move forward with that boundary that
and standing on guard and making sure that you are not the one who makes me fall.
As a man, I need to take the lead, and every man out there needs to take the lead in the relationship. Wewe mazee ndio unapeleka hii. Hebu imagine uko na into aje, you have like a what do I call it, they were trained, yani the hiyo ni yenyewe kuma train engine, yes, that cabin that carries the engine. So our man is like that cabin that carries the engine. So kiamua train yote iende hivi tende hivi, kiamua yote iende hivi tende hivi. So
true.
It's very key for us as men to take the lead hapo hivyo kwa purity, because manze sisi tusipo champion hiyo purity, sexual purity, as in nani ndo take the lead. We can't leave it to the ladies, as much as they have a role to play, so we also need to take that lead. Alafu hapo kwa prayer, by the way, kuna hii watu nasema
pray that you don't fall into temptation. Yeah.
So the more you pray,
let's look it up.
The more you pray, the more you resist the enemy, the more he flees from you. Alafu unajua, by the way, I think God, one of the things that God alikuwa very categorical with in the word is that hizi sin zingine kuna venye like address sexual sin, amesema flee from sexual immorality. Flee. Like ajakwambia step out of, flee hii kitu, kimbia, because like this is he knows that this is a very crucial part that can make someone fall easily. And so guys, flee from sexual immorality.
And as he has said, sitaki kuongezea anything. That was us from this episode. And guys, we hope that you've had a good time. Please make sure you share, you subscribe, and you share on your platforms, and you press the like, and then also comment. Get into this conversation. What do you think about these things? Do you still think that staying pure until marriage is possible? If not, why do you think it's not possible? And we are saying that with Jesus everything is possible. So that brings us to the same thing that we say in every episode. If you have not received Jesus Christ, then you are on sinking sand. You have built your house on sinking sand, because it starts on the foundation. Jesus Christ is the foundation, because marriage, the author of marriage is God, right? The author of marriage is God. And so if you are not in line with the author, if you're not in line with the architect, then hata kama wewe ni project manager hauwezi simamisha hiyo nyumba mdao. Kwa hivyo kitu ya maana na kitu ya busara zaidi ni kumpokea Bwana Yesu kama mwokozi wa maisha yako. Kuokoka si kuboeka wala si kubomoka. Ukame ukijua hivyo, kuokoka si kuboeka wala si kubomoka. In fact, ukiokoka, ukipata Yesu ndani ya maisha yako na ukiamua kuishi kulingana na vile anavyopenda, ndio sasa
Yeah.
unakuwa successful person, unakuwa mdau wa maana sana katika maisha yako na katika vizazi vijavyo katika ukoo wenu. Bwana Yesu asifiwe. Yes. So that's all from us, guys. We've enjoyed doing this episode.
Yeah.
2 more games and yeah.